All right, so tonight I have a burger, seasoned burger, and cheddar cheese. I have chips and buns, and I got some ketchup in there too. So I'm gonna make up a burger and chips. Super simple, and this is my setup. So I got the tank on the bottom here, and then the jet oil here, cast iron here, getting nice hot right now. I'm gonna throw that burger on, throw some cheese on after, cooks for a little bit after I flip it. And then some ketchup, super simple, chips, that's what we're going with. Yesterday, I finished up dinner, and then I basically just set up for bed, and I watched some TV, and I was just so tired and needed to get some rest, so I was able to sleep. I didn't sleep great last night, definitely woke up a few times, and then like around 2 o'clock, it was a thunderstorm. Actually, it was probably before that. I just saw like flashes of light, and so I have all the weather tech stuff in. It was just like kind of corners of the thing. And it was like close. It was like serious flashes of light. Now, granted, there was very low light pollution in that area because it's in the middle of nowhere. So I imagine that had a huge factor in like how much light was being pulsed through and you could see around it. So, but it was definitely like huge flashes of light. So of course the thunder coming through as well, and just the rain, and that was fine. It wasn't that big of a deal. Then the sun came up, went for a walk, and checked out these campsites that are the other campsites that are at the same area. I didn't drive into the area too much. I only drove to the second site, which isn't that far, maybe 100 feet, 200 feet or so. But then there's other sites that are even deeper in, so these are them. They're pretty cool. There's 1, 2, 3 sites that you could drive through or drive to, and then one site where you could park and walk to. It's on the other side. And then I kept walking down a path, and there was 2 buildings that were there, and someone had put a tent out. So I didn't want to disturb them or anything like that. So I stopped there, but there are other structures that are out there that you can't drive to, but you can walk to. So I would highly encourage you to check those out. I just was like, it was really early in the morning. I didn't want to disturb anybody. So I just went back the other way. The path itself, or the road to get to those locations is pretty narrow. I would not recommend any type of trailer or large, what do you call it, Winnebagos or whatever. Maybe smaller, or a van, truck, car, as long as you have a car that has high clearance. I didn't want to go too far in, especially because I'm alone. If you're in a group, go for it, because you could pull each other out. And I know that my AAA won't go into that particular road, so I didn't want to go too far. I only went to the second site, which was fine, and I preferred it because then I got maybe closer to the road and I felt a little bit safer there. If you go in too far, obviously anything can happen. But the views were amazing, and all the sites had views of the pond, and it was very much rural camping. There were some bathrooms there. I didn't take any video of those or anything like that, but I wouldn't know if I would recommend them. They are not modern in any way, and I can't imagine they were clean. So if you have to, you could use one of those. What I ended up doing was driving into town and just using a McDonald's. So that worked out pretty good for me. And I really like the town. It's a really cool town. So camping area is very close to a really cool town, and there's hiking trails that are in that area as well as in the town. So I mean, there's just tons of opportunities here. So I'm very much pleased with this area. Next stop is Thousand Islands. It's about 2.5 hours away from where I am right now, and can't wait. It's gonna be fun. Gonna check the place out. Going to a state park first, and then I'm gonna travel down the coast, as a portion of the coast, and then I'm gonna hit a state campground, and then I'm gonna keep traveling down, and then basically I'm just working my way down to, there's an area where there are some dispersed camping areas that I can go to, and so I'm gonna stay overnight there, and then after that I'll be heading south to the Finger Lakes and checking those out. So I'm super excited about checking out the state forest, the Finger Lakes State Forest there. I've seen some videos of it. That looks cool. I should be able to navigate through that. It doesn't look like it's too bad. So, but basically just travel time now, and then a whole new area. And on the way, I get to kind of check out some cool places, hopefully. So stay tuned for more.